like the racists are actually just jealous of Somalis because of how successful we became in a matter of one generation. And I was watching a lot of videos that are coming up on my For You page where people are saying, how come Somalis have nice cars and we don't? We've been here like how many generations? We were born here, our ancestors are from here, but Somalis drive nice cars. This whole thing is just making me realize is jealousy. They're jealous of our success because they expect us like to be at the bottom of the bottom, right? And then we come here one generation, we work hard, we save our money. And Somalis are not the only community that committed fraud, okay? We're not all committing fraud, okay? Every community has bad apples, but they're trying to use that as leverage to hate on us, right? And attack our community. But what it is like when you're an immigrant group and you're Black on top of that and you're African, they hate you to be successful. They hate you to be successful. Now, if we were like European immigrants, like maybe Bosnians who are Muslims or Russians, and they become successful, nobody would blink an eye because they're white.
All right, so because now I see Somalis starting to run in the Victim Olympics and they're blaming racism. This has nothing to do with racism, right? They want to deport Venezuelans if they're here illegally. They want to deport Guatemalans if they're here illegally. Asian people are getting deported. Africans are getting deported. And it's the same when it comes to illegal migrants with Somalis. The ignorance in this is so profound because I've never in my life, not one day, have ever heard anybody, and I travel all over. I've never heard an American, not a Black person, not an American, not a white person, anybody. I've never heard them say that they're jealous of a Somali. I've never seen them say that they're checking for y'all cars or anything like that. Here's the truth. Americans are bothered by the idea that American taxpayer dollars are being leveraged in order to give other people that is not pouring into the United States of America's culture and finances and resources and improving what's happening here, but they're trying to subvert the culture in order to be Somalia while at the same time taking advantage of our infrastructure, the dedication, the motivation, everything that we've built here in the United States of America, we built with our hard-earned blood, sweat, and tears. And then you come in, disrespect us, and then at the same time take advantage of what it is that we've afforded for Americans, legal citizens. You come over here under asylum. You come over here under temporary protective status. You come over here and you take advantage. And a lot of these people become legal after coming over here illegally. And then they also take advantage of birthright citizenship because now you're saying I'm a first generation born here and all of that stuff. That term shouldn't even be allocated or designated to you. That term is for American descendants of slaves or African descendants of slaves. People that were brought here against their will to help build up America. And through capitalism, America is what it is today. And so as a result, the very basic, the minimum that you can do is extend birthright citizenship and not make them illegal because they didn't ask to be here. So now you come over here and you flaunt whatever it is that you think you got, because we're not even really checking for you on the wealth type stuff. The only thing that we're really familiar with is the fraud that's been uncovered that Tim Walz, right, continues to not take accountability for. And you sit here and you say that we are jealous of you because of your success. Who you think you built that off of? Who backs you think that you got the opportunity to even do what you're doing? You didn't have to go through nothing. You didn't have to do anything. And so this level of ignorance, it shows you that they're not smarter than us. They're not better than us. And nobody is racist against you. We're talking about American culture and the importance of preserving what we deem makes the most sense. And you just a visitor. So if your people come over here and they take advantage of what we've built, then at the very least you can pay homage, you can pay respect, and you could adapt to the culture and not try to Make yourself out to be a victim while at the same time taking advantage of what we built for you. That is the truth. That's the reality of what I believe most Americans are thinking and saying, and what they feel when it comes to everything that's happening with Somali culture over here in the United States of America.
And I agree with that. The analysis that Tom just laid out was, for the most part, there's some things I would like to talk about. This young lady here is, I just know she's young and she's impressionable. She don't think she is. Just the things she's stated. Um, there's no jealousy at all. Jealousy is everything you gain in this country right there that sets that apart. And now that they're tracing where the money coming from, they're saying most of the stuff has been delivered to you through programs and organizations and nonprofits and sectors, the nonprofit sector. So you come like Anton said, you came here on refugee, temporary TPS, uh, different other programs to get here. You didn't fly for the most part. Some probably did, but you didn't fly here on your own with your own revenue and everything to get the opportunities that you got. You brought poverty here. You didn't come here with skills. Look at you, what you described. You're going to school. You're doing other things of that nature to exist in a land that's not your land. But another thing I like about it, what Antonia stated was just the disrespect that your community, some of you guys are showing. Not everybody, but some of you guys are showing. I can't include everybody. I consistently see a lot of people get on these platforms, social media platforms, and just spew venom about what you think people think about you. It's no negative. No one's thinking about you negative. As Anton James stated earlier, we're thinking about the American system, how you do not want to uh, assimilate to our system, and you want to keep your system going, and it doesn't work that way. You don't come here and reap and take advantage of the benefits here, and then remain the way you are because that's what you want to do. That's not how it works here, and you can't lie your way up. It's been working for a while for you guys. Lie your way up, say, "Oh, I agree with that," but then you don't really agree with it. So that's basically a lie, and so that's what a lot of things been happening. And I'm Somali. I'm Somali. No, you're not. You're when you want to become a citizen here, then you're a citizen. If you're Somali, you can't get no benefits, nothing. That's for American citizens. So everything you got, everything fund, you got, you should might as well turn over because you say you're Somali, so get all your resources from Somali. There's nothing wrong with that. Uh, but you're not. So as Anton eloquently spoke, you're trying to dip in both ways, have your cultural identity and then dip in the American system and benefit your system and then try to build it up on us. And then quite naturally, everybody know like in sports, quite naturally, as soon as you get yourself, you feel like you leverage up enough, you're gonna challenge the system, and that's what you guys doing right now. We're saying you think you're at a level where you can challenge the American system, and that's what you're trying to do. And that's not gonna work here in this America. Do you understand? I don't know if you looked at this in our country. I don't like giving too much knowledge. You research yourself. I don't know if you know that to let you know, America's a war nation for the most part. Oh, what do you mean? As long as this nation, the over 20 some years this nation been existing, been close to 300 years. Do you know most of them 100 years, them 200 some years that we've been at war? If you're a nation with over 240 years, 250 years, something like that, and over out of the 200 years since this nation exists, we've been at war to maintain our sovereignty. Do you understand? Do you understand that? That's a message for you. We're just we're, this is our home. This is where Americans, this is where the peace is. This is where the comfortable is. See, but the real America, the one that you guys see a little bit of, is the military. They want to protect this land. You inside America acting this way, this behavior, showing us this, telling Americans that we hate, saying that you're Somali, that you're not American, talking about you ready to go home. I'm hearing all kind of messages, but the reality is, you want to enjoy the benefits of America. So I'm not gonna go any further than this. It's just amazing to see the mentalities. America has been a war nation, been in war, a nation that's been in war for over 20 some years out of its own existence. This is not slipping. We got 5-star generals, 4-star generals, different branches. You understand? You got to understand. We just put back the Department of War. You got to understand what kind of nation you're in. You're inside the domains of this nation, this power. Show some respect, some courtesy, some understanding. America don't have to show you nothing. We're being a blessing to you. We don't have to show you anything. You came here. We didn't come to you. You came this way. That's another thing. Think about that. We didn't come begging you to come to the United States. You came to the United States begging. That's a reality. So to say Americans are jealous, that's hit below the belt. Now let's continue.
Be thankful. And then I got the nerve to be arrogant about it.
Right. But the fact that we're brown people from Africa, you know what I mean?
No.
It kills them. Because the way we move, we don't move like we're inferior to anybody, right? And it's bothering them. And our name has reached the White House. That's how powerful the Somali community is. Wallahi, I have this thing where if Somalis work together, the only problem Somalis have is like, we need to build our country back. Wallahi billahi, we could have been like the most.
And they want to do it on the backs of the American dollar that they then send back to their country. Okay.
We could have been a superpower nation. How gifted Allah has made Somalis in making money, in being successful, in being able to see opportunity everywhere they go. All right.
I wonder if that's the case, then how come they wasn't able to do it in their own country, and why is they doing it here? I'm gonna let them cook for the rest of the video, and then we're gonna come back and give our thoughts.
So there's this like guy on my For You page, and he was talking about, I used to be a handyman, and I see Somalis, they all have nice cars. And then, the hate comments were down there, deport them, do this, do that. And let me tell you something. The reason why we have nice cars, nice clothes, we look good, we're shining, we're doing that, is because we work and we don't spend our money on nonsense. We don't spend our money on like the latest fashions, the latest wigs, the latest whatever. We save our money and we work as a family unit. We're not individualistic. We work as communities. We save our money and we help each other make big purchases that way. Somali community is very tight-knit. American culture is very individualistic. Everybody you're alone. You're expected to do everything yourself. In a Somali community, we work together. That's how we became successful fast.
That sounds good, guys. That sounds logical and reasonable and all that. Not true though. I've seen so many Somalis argue with their families and break up and leave. But this is the picture she wants to paint. She's young. She wants to paint this picture. And the money, a lot of you guys didn't have jobs. A lot of you guys worked taxis and stuff like that, like anybody else. Um, it's a lot of things your community have done at large for position yourself. But the reality is, you haven't gained a lot. You have used the nonprofit sector for the most part. You have went to school here in America. You're elevating yourself up, and that's good. But do not say that over there in Minnesota, Minneapolis, that there has not been a lot of cooking of the books. That's been proven now, and a lot of money has been passed around, and you guys are benefiting off of this money. That's been shown. So this is the truth. You can't downsize a major factor of resources that the average American is not getting. The average American is not getting because that's not the way the system operates. And no one want to be go to jail or anything in America. Not no one want to go to jail. Nobody want to get caught up in that system of robbing money from nonprofit sector and living off of it. So other people will. A lot of Americans will not do that. They do other things, but they will not do that. All right, let's continue on.
And we took, the opportunities that were given to us in this country. Is that wrong? Many immigrants before us did it. Why can't we do it? And now we're being punished for being successful too fast. That's just unbelievable. Unbelievable. And now they're trying to come at our community, deport them, do this to them. Even Somalis, wherever we go, we're still going to be successful. Even if you deport them, they can still make money. Wallahi. And you guys will still be in the U.S. broke, living paycheck to paycheck.
Now do you understand the level of disrespect, laughing in your face and thinking that you less than? They don't look at you as on their level. They come over here, they take advantage of what it is that we built, what our ancestors went through, and I'm talking about white people and black people. They come over here, and this country has been built up, and then they take advantage of everything that we've built, and then they look down on you like you the sucker. They criticize you like, who are you to speak to us? Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments. Make sure y'all tap into the Patreon. Link is in the description. Teach Hanley, 40% off your first order, 20% off of life. I love you. I appreciate you. Let me know what y'all think inside of the comments.
This video of me isn't really.
Yep, that's what I think. I think um, um, it's going down. It shows you the real feelings towards Americans, and we have to really understand that and not candy coat what's the reality of what people feel about the American people and the American nation, nation of the United States. And it's okay to feel that way. She has nothing wrong with feeling the way you want, but you can't benefit off of our country, and you don't have nothing to offer us. It's just all about Somali. That's the whole context was all about Somali and victimizing Somali as policing Somali as a victim, and that you're so brilliant, so bright. I wouldn't. I don't. I can't say. I can't uh, say either which way. Every country have bright people in it, but you say flat out everybody's bright. We bright. See, and that's the certain thing when you just do a generalization. You know, you got a generalization on some things, but some things you can't because some things are not just not true. It's a fallacy. But nevertheless, she has some interesting points. I wish the Somali community the best. Uh, hope they figure out. Hope they understand America's not gonna allow them to take advantage of our country, and we're gonna research everything and figure out everything, and then we're gonna readdress it in the right way. I would, like I said, if you had to wish you the best, much success. God bless you, your family, your community. Have a wonderful day. I wish your mindset would change. Wish you open up to other community, the bigger country at large, which is the United States of America, and become American. But if you have chose not to, much success. All right. Without further ado, check us out in the next video.